everyone that works on cars knows the truth.
Cars are pain.
And today, we're gonna be looking at some of the worst ways cars test our patience.
First clip. All right, we got a first gen Tundra going up on the lift, it looks like. Okay, in here.
Oh no.
Is the back not?
No, he should have stopped right there.
Oh no, this
No!
what's going on?
He's just lifting the front, not the rear.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, this gave me pains, bro.
This guy gave us pain.
Yes.
Not the car.
Here's the thing. I've seen technicians do that before, but they slightly lift it,
You don't
right?
go that high. Yeah, you just get the wheels off the ground and then leave it at that, and you put the e-brake on. It's not okay, but it's fine.
Yeah, OSHA or other professionals will be like, frown upon you because that's not okay. But as long as you don't get hurt, the car's fine, no big deal. This though.
He's looking at his phone. We just can't see it. He's just.
Probably. How do you not know? I don't know, man. Every time I lift a car on the lift, I'm always like looking at everything, double checking. I never trust shit.
Dude, I mean, even with jack stands, even with just a regular lift jack or on a lift, I'm triple checking everything.
Yeah.
You never know when something moved or someone walked over and kicked it or whatever, because you just don't want this to happen. You just don't.
This is horrible.
What are some other things we should be looking for when you're working on a car?
I'd say when lifting specifically, always make sure that you're on the proper lift points. If you don't know what the proper lift points are for that vehicle, look it up. We all got Google. And if you don't, I'd say make sure that the weight is being evenly transferred or distributed on that lift. Make sure the arms aren't super close together. They're more than likely in a V shape or wide enough to where the weight is gonna be stable. And kind of like you said, like, you don't know if someone walked by, kicked the leg or whatever, double check it. Before you lift it slightly. Oh, another big thing, when you're lifting a car, people think this is silly. A lot of people don't do it anymore, but it's like, lift it at least a foot off the ground and then give it a good
shake. Yeah, make sure it's balanced because you never know if it's front heavy or rear heavy.
And if you're unaware or negligent like this dude, some catastrophic shit could happen.
One thing I like to do is once there's weight on the lift, like not even before the first lock, you know, I'm checking again, making sure, giving it a good shake and everything, and then I'll go up. He just blindly went straight up.
Oh my God.
Next clip. Worst mechanic ever. All right, so we've got a diagnostic machine plugged into the opening. Oh my goodness! You pressed the wrong button, sir.
That could knock you out.
It could. Luckily, his head wasn't too far forward. We bedazzled an airbag and popped it in front of a dummy to see if the projectiles would kill you.
Oh, well, how did that work?
They will hurt a lot.
I bet they will.
Especially if you use spikes.
Spiky bedazzles.
The spikes actually will kill you.
You could do airbag tests via a scan tool, but I don't know, man. That's never happened to me, and I've checked airbags.
Is there a diagnostic tool that can do that? Like,
well, you would assume, like, for a safety feature, scan tools wouldn't have that as a test.
Yeah. What if someone was walking by and just, like, and tapped the sensor?
Shook it around real crazy. Oh, my God.
Blew it up in his face. That would be crazy, but...
See, he did do a test.
And the test is done. And then it just popped. He hadn't pressed anything.
I don't think it was his fault. I think cars really just are pain.
I think that car just said, screw this guy.
Yeah.
I'm done with you. Get out.
That's crazy, bro. This dude was just doing his job, doing things right, and then some fool recorded him as the airbag deployed and then called him the worst mechanic ever. Damn.
Cars are really pain.
Yeah.
In this case, an explosion in your face.
There's a bunch of things that'll trigger airbags. I mean, even like for some people don't realize this, but like lifted trucks, there's a leveling sensor that will give you an airbag fault if it's not within level. So that's why I believe it's an issue with like Tacomas and stuff if they get too high or like other vehicles where you need to level that little sensor. Takata had an airbag recall that would literally send shrapnel and shards into your face.
Nice.
Always remember to, disconnect your battery if you're doing anything to do with airbags, airbag systems itself, or the module, anything like that. But I mean, accidents, that's what an accident is. It's unplanned, and... Next clip.
Time's ticking.
Time's a ticking. Don't threaten me like that. Now I'm gonna go into my CRV and see a bedazzled steering wheel, and I'm gonna be like, Justin was behind this.
It's a hard time steering, right?
Oh, it's our guy.
I love him.
Hey, he's wearing a Dodo shirt. Oh my God.
Yep, motor mounts are...
That's more than motor mount.
Honda's never fails.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
it's crazy.
Cool. Yep, that's definitely the motor mounts and trans mounts. When I bought my Honda CR-V, I actually had the same issue.
Oh, yeah?
I went to power brake it, and it just completely lifted up, and I looked at my motor mounts, and all three of them were
So what is exactly making it twist, though?
the acceleration. So when you step on it, if there's technically nothing holding it down, that engine's gonna wanna buck.
So the power is finding the path of least resistance right now, and that is the motor mount.
Let's say, transaxle mount is motor mount is the other one is messed up. What's holding that thing in place? Your axles?
Wires.
Wires?
Intake hose.
Yeah, I mean, basically nothing
Yeah.
that could handle that,
Yeah, if you're feeling a lot of vibration, check your motor mounts. I know Hondas are pretty soft when it comes to their engine mounts for comfort. Because of that, a lot of Honda people, when they upgrade to like more solid engine mounts, they hate it.
Because it gives you a rigid vibration.
It vibrates so much. Like, I don't know how Hondas have become so reliable with how much vibration their drivetrains have. Like, it's insane to me.
I mean, as long as your engine is held down.
Well, this one is not held down.
And he clearly does not care about the rest.
All right, let's eject our motors into that next clip. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
It's like an old Land Rover Defender. He sprays that ether.
You know why? It's because he sprayed it
and then
too far away. Yeah, pulled it back. There's brake clean on all of that now,
In the air, in the vapor.
Oh, man.
It's also Britain, so it's probably moist outside. So all the water vapor in the air just grabbing all that ether and then just...
How do you know it's Britain?
Look at them. Look at those houses back there. That's the UK, buddy. And it's a Land Rover Defender, and that they're happy to be around. So they're definitely British.
That's terrifying, bro. I know he don't got no eyebrows.
He must have just missed.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's terrifying.
He's just like, yeah, brother.
Vehicle fires are scary as hell.
Fire in general.
That's why the cavemans were scared of it, dog.
Yeah,
they knew.
That's why whenever you see someone spraying ether or whatever, they're like,
you stand back. Yeah. Let's fire launch into that next clip.
uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. The cheater tanks. Oh, he's not holding it. He's not holding it
very well.
Yeah.
Hopefully that didn't launch into like some customer car
Ooh,
or anything.
or someone's head.
Or another worker. This should be a good reminder that if you're ever using any sort of cheetah or pressurized air, always have a firm grasp and handle on that. Cause this, holding it like a goddamn baby, that's not helping you for shit. That thing's just
No. You need to be behind it.
yeah, or at least get that other hand on that top. Get that hand on that top handle, dog. There's a handle up there for a reason. Look, he's not even using it.
Rookie mistake, sir.
Hey, but look, that shit beaded though.
It did bead. Hopefully you learned your lesson. Hopefully you didn't lose your job, buddy. Let's launch our way into that next clip.
Good, very good.
Should only take an hour.
Oh, isn't that what everyone? I say that to myself all the time.
He's trying to break it free. The very first bolt. Sorry, brother. I wonder if he...
It looks like as long as he removes that tire, he has pretty decent access to remove that bolt.
He's not ratcheting on another side. So is it the bolt? Is that like a control arm bolt he's trying to get to? Which would have a...
Can we zoom in?
Nut on the other side, technically.
Not his ass, Mike. Jesus Christ.
Damn, Mike.
It centers up, and then I have to move it.
Damn, Mike. I don't know what he's trying to get at right here. It looks like a control arm bolt, which means there would need to be...
A control...
He's just spinning it at this point, right? Bro,
Kinda
take the wheel off. Like, what
yeah,
are you doing?
why are you doing it like that?
Unless he's trying to adjust an alignment, but...
No, there's no way you're doing that to adjust an alignment.
Yeah, that's
Well, look at the awkward ass angle.
That's
it's
a control arm.
Yeah, it's because he didn't remove that tire. And now look at look. He's like this, bro, and that's hitting like this. Like,
And then that was the first pop, showing that he's doing the wrong thing.
this dude's just making some silly ass mistakes. Remove that tire. Stop being lazy.
Yeah, you brought the pain yourself, sir.
Listen, I understand for people that don't break bolts that often that it's intimidating
I break bolts a lot.
to remove. Yes, we know you do. But don't feel bad because I have also in my career.
Well, my version of snug isn't what the common man snug is, so I have to be careful.
I feel like the normal person can
it's still
feel
turning.
what
It's
15
snug.
foot-pounds feels like, but I feel like Justin's just automatically set to like 30 foot-pounds. Yeah, at least every time.
Even with a short ratchet. Oops.
Every bolt's made of
But
Yeah,
that's okay because once you get like, and listen, you shouldn't be breaking bolts, but if you do,
Hey, I don't do this for a living.
once you start getting in the hang of like extracting them, it's no longer intimidating, and you just get right to it. That's why when I saw this fool acting silly breaking that, I was like, bro, remove that tire. You have perfect access to extract that bolt.
This guy, nothing can help this guy. He's an idiot. He didn't even pull the wheel off.
I mean, listen, if you're
Shock
doing
doesn't have to
anything with your
That's his
knuckle system
That's his dad's
or control arms,
He even has an impact right there.
anything like that, and you don't remove your tires first, hate to break it to you, but you're the problem.
Yeah. You're gonna change your battery? Why haven't you pulled the wheels off? What are you doing?
You doing, babe?
Brake rotor on the ground. Wife bothering
What are
him.
you doing?
He's already frustrated.
Why are you taking the caliper back off?
Want to make sure it's back on right.
Oh, it's not because you forgot the rotor?
She's not bothering him.
If you're gonna
She's
turn,
talking him.
flex.
As she should. He's by himself. He's not in a shop. Someone needs to talk him. And you know what? Next time, he won't do that again.
No, he
We'll
was
make sure
probably
it's
in a
on.
rush. He was probably in a rush, forgot to put the brake rotor back on, and he's got to take it all back apart.
I'm replacing my brake rotors. Oh gosh, I'm going so fast. Where's my brake rotor?
Yeah, I don't know how you forget the brake rotor though.
That's-
That's kind of like the number one.
We've all been there. We're tired. It's been a few hours. We just start making questionable decisions.
Yeah.
And this is a very clear representation of that.
Hey man, it happens. People put their brake pads in backwards all the time, so
People put calipers on backwards. Don't feel bad, buddy.
let's forget our way into that next clip.
It's
I
never
love
small.
it when people say buy an old car like an E36 because it's simple to work on. Just to change
sure.
the handle, you have to take off all of this, take the glass out, the regulator, just for that.
I don't think anyone's ever commended BMWs for being easy to work on.
So we live in America. So to them, BMWs are like Fords for us, or Chevys, you know? They're just everywhere, right? Here, they're luxury vehicles, so you gotta like spend money to get them. So the more money you pay, the more troubles it gives you, you know? Kind of weird, right? Whereas they're everywhere. There's a lot of people that know how to work on them, and Germans just like to make things complicated. So to some guy in the UK, buy a simple car. E36 kind of comes up for them because they don't have push rod motors and like, you know, bolts and screws on the outside like
All
we
I'm
do.
saying, all I'm saying is old Audis, easy as hell to work on.
Yeah,
Don't-
everything after 06 pretty much sucks. But everything after 2000 also sucks.
Why?
Plastic.
Really?
Yeah, they use plastic for everything.
I can see that.
Yeah.
There is plastic everywhere.
Everything. Cars are plastic, bodies are plastic, like everything sucks.
I brought that up when we were talking about project
But
cars.
you have that like grace period between 2000 and 2005 where cars are still pretty easy to work on, you know, and pretty mechanically like
Yeah.
okay. And then things just got complicated after that and stupid.
Modern day creature comforts and electronics do that to you.
Or even an E36, which is a 90s car, can be complicated because everything has layers to it and they design them on a computer and don't really think about how hands get in there to work on them. So when your plastic door handle just kind of snaps off, you gotta pull everything apart to put it back together. Whereas you get an old Bronco, there's two Phillips heads. Just,
And you take it out and you put the new one in.
oh, but it's actually made out of metal. So what you do is,
Very nice, very nice.
restored. Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought restoration is so easy? You could do it too.
I tried to change the bulbs on a Jaguar one time, the headlights. Nope.
I,
That's all we're getting. Nope.
I think like just off the top of my head, and maybe a lot of people are not gonna agree with me, but like I think any sort of like modern day vehicle like calibrations, you read the actual like service manual, and then it's like that's all I gotta do. It's easy. The computer does it for me. And then you hook it up and it's like, nope, calibration unsuccessful. Calibration unsuccessful. Calibration unsuccessful.
It just doesn't tell you why. It's just like, no, I just
and you gotta just keep moving the boards, keep making slight subtle adjustments, keep resetting it up all over again. Let's drop into that next clip.
Uh-oh, let's build a project car.
Yep.
Rot. I'm actually surprised this isn't my car. It's Sandro's shop right now. You know where he messed up?
Where?
He stripped it away that far.
That was your first.
That's your first mistake, man. She just left it alone.
And you would have never known,
You've never
and you
seen
would have
it?
been happy.
Yep. Ignorance is bliss, sir.
But you know what? I think it's kind of helpful that we have access to the internet nowadays, because now you can't say you don't know what you're getting yourself into with the project car.
Yeah.
Someone on some forum has been there before you and asked the same question you're wondering 4 to 5 years ago.
But now you got a Swiss cheese car and you got to fix all that stuff because now you see it. And if you don't fix it, then everyone's going to laugh at you when it breaks.
Like me.
It's fixed. I hope you know how to weld.
At what point is rot too much for you personally?
So when I lived in the mountains, they use really, really terrible salt in the winters. So I actually bought a vehicle just so I don't rust out the car I liked.
Okay.
So I bought a second gen 4Runner.
That's quite fair.
I bought a second gen 4Runner for about $3,500. 70,000 original miles on it.
Okay.
Inside, brand new. It was beautiful.
Immaculate.
You crawl under it though, it was like they never washed it. It just sat in salt and just rusted away. And I was just like, perfect. I think I had it a week for the first brake line just.
Not a brake line.
Coming down the hill like, pulled into the gas station, hit the curb, parked it. Just
You didn't have a parking brake?
it has a pull cable parking brake.
Okay.
Yeah, but it happened so quickly.
Yeah, you weren't thinking about that. You're just like, oh my God.
Got the brake lines fixed. The car was fine until the shock tower blew through.
Oh my God.
And as long as there's metal left, you can weld more metal on, right? So
That's what everyone says, right?
had my buddy Darren, he took a metal plate, drilled a hole, put the shock back, good to go. And then he was like, so do you want to check the other one? Nah, we'll just wait till it breaks. Was carrying a bunch of people in the back of the 4Runner, and then I hit a speed bump. It goes, snap.
Oh my Lord.
There goes the other one. So I took it back to Darren.
Oh
hey man,
my God.
can we fix this one? Same thing, right? This one's a little easier to access. I put 35-inch tires on it, cut a bunch of the fender off, and just went ham on it because no one will buy it because it was so rusty.
Yeah.
And I was like, but that's the whole point, you know? You keep up with it until it disintegrates completely. Because the body was fine. It was just everything up under. The frame still was somewhat solid. Don't go tapping it though, you know? Just don't do that.
Yeah, I think that's where you should draw the line, as long as the overall structural
Right.
integrity isn't
The structural
compromised.
integrity was totally fine as long as you didn't mess with it. Let's ride our way into the next clip.
Please.
Disintegrate.
I did not find the right bolts. They're the correct threads, but they don't look correct.
Is this Rob Dom? Oh!
It's gone into oblivion.
This is what I hate about complete cars.
It's gone. Yeah, he's not getting that back unless he starts removing shit. And at that point, it's like, just leave it. It's sacrifice to the vehicle. Leave
That's
it
the
there.
Corvette. Oh, yeah. So my brother has a C5. This is his C5. And it has so many weird voids.
Yes, it does.
They have so many weird voids that you literally have to go digging through to find, because it's made out of plastic.
That's
so
what I'm saying. Unless he wants to start removing things, it's sacrifice to the car. Don't leave it there.
And you're just gonna hear that thing bouncing around, rumbling, whenever you drive it. That sucks so bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like just a socket. It was a ratchet and
the whole
a socket.
thing.
Damn. It's a bad day to be him.
Yeah. Oh well. He already couldn't find the right tool.
I feel like that's a very common pain that a lot of mechanics, hobby mechanics or technicians, we
Yeah.
all have felt this at some point. We're like, all right, it's gone forever. Never getting that back.
It is nice though when you hear those win stories when it's just like, I lost this light 2 years ago and it's still there. The same car came back and it's still sitting.
I love that. That's amazing. Listen, if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, sacrifice forever.
Comes back with a story. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Real Mechanic Stuff, and cars are pain. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you.
Follow her at Radical Steph. Follow me at Just a Free Man. Make sure you follow Real Mechanic Stuff on all social platforms.
Yes, sir.
Bye.